Is there torture of detainees after the revolution? This is a very important question, so I'm going to take my time as I explain. Before the revolution basically started because of the violations and tyranny of the Interior Ministry against the people in Egypt. The spark of the January Revolution was Khaled Said, who was killed in Alexandria at the hands of police officers. And a doctor with no conscience wrote a medical report saying that he died because he swallowed a hashish roll that was 15 centimeters long in his throat, and that this was what caused his death, even though the photos and everything clearly showed that he died from torture and his teeth were broken. The officer grabbed his pistol and kept hitting him in the face until he broke the bones in his face. And that was the revolution. That was the spark that ignited the January 25th revolution. I want to tell you that during Hosni Mubarak's days, if an officer was caught making a mistake like torturing a suspect and leaving marks of torture on his body, he would be held accountable. An officer who caused a suspect's death by torture would be dismissed from the Interior Ministry entirely. An officer who just had people complain about him, and if there were multiple complaints, he would be transferred, meaning they would move him from his place to somewhere, maybe in Upper Egypt. They would transfer him to a place where there were hardly any people. There was strict oversight over the Interior Ministry. There were real inspections in the Ministry of Interior. Despite all his crimes, Habib al-Adli, if an officer was caught making a mistake, he would discipline him. Many officers were expelled from the Interior Ministry. I want to tell you that there is an officer named Ala Abed became the head of the Human Rights Committee. Ala Abed was expelled from the Interior Ministry. He was dismissed from service because he tortured a citizen, filmed it on video, and the video was leaked. You can search for this video. No, he's with me. It's also possible, if it works, for me to publish it in accordance with TikTok's policies. But imagine that an officer who used to torture detainees becomes the head of the Human Rights Committee in the People's Assembly. Look for Ala Abed too. I wish Mubarak's days would return, or I wish, the days of Habib al-Adli would return. I mean, at least if you managed to prove something against an officer, and the doctors had a bit of conscience back then, when they found a tortured detainee, they would write a real medical report, except in extreme cases when they received instructions from higher up. Nowadays, all the doctors do whatever the officer wants just to win the officer's favor and get his number so he can let him pass. Let him through a checkpoint or do him any favor. Today, not a single doctor has any conscience left. And the doctors go and watch the torture of the prisoners. And among them, there are those who actually enjoy this and love these assignments when they go out on a mission from a government hospital. And they compete for the assignments where they go out on the road to do drug tests for people, also just to win the officer's favor. The situation regarding torture in prisons and police stations before the revolution was much more merciful than it is now. No officer is held accountable now. Sisi said that Officer Ahmed kills someone, Officer Ahmed gets prosecuted. This kind of thing will never happen again. And every day we see, just type on Google "citizen dies from torture" and hit enter and see how many cases come up. There's not one officer who will ever be held accountable again for torturing a suspect. No, on the contrary, I actually know the latest incident that happened. A detective officer, a chief detective, killed a citizen through torture and got promoted. I swear to God, he got promoted. I swear he was promoted from captain to major and became chief detective. At the time, he was still just an assistant detective. People who know me might even say which police station or center he's at.